guys, I'm going to jump right in if it's okay with you and talk about this year. What a year it's been. I could not have imagined. I own a business that's called The Gathering Spot. And if you would have told me that we wouldn't have been able to gather this year, I would have never believed you. But we also saw a lot of tragedy this year between things related to systemic injustice and the pandemic. There are a lot of folks that are hurting. The question that I have found to be more important than any other this year is, how are you doing? So I'm going to start there. Rapsody, let's start with you. How are you? Given all that's happened this year, how are you doing?
I'm maintaining, man. I think that's been the word for me. I'm maintaining. You have your days, where it gets heavy and it gets dark because we're all human. But at the same time, I've been able to find a lot of silver lining through the year too. Just being an artist and being able to be still and then connect with yourself energetically, vibrationally, spiritually. That has been the silver lining in all this. Making time for family, to the best of our ability with social distancing, that we didn't have time to before. So that's how I've been. I've definitely been, aware of and affected by what's happening, especially, with Black Death and the pandemic. But at the same time, I made sure that I've tapped into self care and tried to find some silver lining and giving back to myself as well.
Amazing. Toby, same question to you. How are you?
Uh, uh, Outside of all of the, you know what I'm saying, the pandemic and racism stuff, I'm good. You know what I'm saying, I'm a homebody for the most part, and I got my babies and my wife. So you know what I'm saying, I'm blessed in the midst of all this extreme, tragic stuff and foolishness. Uh, like I'm blessed even in the midst of all this chaos.
Bun B, same
But
question to you. My
hold
fault.
on, I'm not doing as well as Rhapsody's hair. You feel me?
I don't think any of us are.
You
Uh,
kidding me?
Bun B, same question to you. How are you, given all that's happened this year?
Well, as far as this group is concerned, I'm definitely losing the hair game. So I imagine I'm in fourth place out of four. That being said, I mean, look, I've seen what everybody else is seeing. I'm dealing with what everybody else is dealing with, right? All these traumatic images that we have to constantly see being played over and over again. Um, you know, Employment issues, right? Like all of us are doing better than other people, but none of us are doing as good as we were. So that becomes
Mhm.
an issue. Concern for family, concern for friends. That's always a big thing. I have a mother that's older, father that's older, who their health can be compromised by something like this. My father actually caught COVID a couple of months ago, but he got a very mild version of COVID. He and his sister, one of my younger aunts, both caught it. My son caught it. His wife caught it. So COVID hit very close to home for us. That all of that being said, though, man, life is good. On this side, we are grateful to have life. We are grateful for the the blessings that seem to come in spite of everything that's happening. I don't have to worry about work. That's not an issue. Finances is not an issue, which is for many people in this country, unfortunately, the only issue, right? It's the main issue. A lot of people have to put their lives on the line because of finances. But that being said, man, I look forward to the next year. All I can do is look back and say that I survived, which is its
Absolutely.
own kind of badge of honor right now, right? Like 10 years from now, we'll be able to look back like, yo, remember that summer we couldn't go outside? Remember that? Remember we have no shows? Remember we did
Hmm.
like two shows in 2020? You remember that? But look, I mean, as an artist, I'm blessed that I have a platform that affords me the ability to work these things out, right? So my artistry is a place where I can put all of these stress, all of the things that I'm dealing with in life, kind of put it. Um, I used to say on paper, but I write everything in my phone now, so there's really no paper left for this stuff, and just kind of make sense of it all, And thank God for my wife that I don't have to go through this alone. That's been my concern for a lot of people, that that are stuck in these houses by themselves, especially like friends in New York that live in the city. You know, they're on the 16th, 17th floor. They ain't got no patio or no balcony. So they were literally just stuck in their house. Like, I got a backyard, I got a front yard. I can move around. I can get some sunshine. I can, you know, listen to the birds or whatever. And everybody's not afforded that. So, you know, I just look at everything I have. I don't look at what I don't have. That's been my way of kind of balancing my energies, looking at everything that I do have in spite of what I don't have.
Amen.